So, obviously, on Earth, in the United States, we got this area known as Groome Lake, Nevada, otherwise known as Area 51. You know, there's a lot of controversy about that subject, and there's a lot of subjective information about it. There's a lot of opinionated bullshit. There's a lot of propaganda. A lot of propaganda. I mean, probably the most propaganda you'll ever see on anything. And interesting to note, by the way. And there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of bullshit, and there's a lot of like conspiring crap surrounding that as well. And with that said, just think about this: like, the government says that Area 51 in Groom Lake, Nevada, like whatever, is an inactive Air Force base. That's what they say. But yet, you can look at thermal images, you can look at aerial photographs, you can look at telescope images from surrounding mountains, you can like see documentation, videos, all that about there are people running around in there's people moving things around, there's people driving trucks, there's people doing things, you know, so it's an active base. So, first of all, they're lying to us saying, oh, it's inactive when obviously it's not. And then, we say, okay, what's going on here, like, the employees, you know, these like pretty much secret government agency compartmentalized employees would just ride around on some Jenny Jet, which is a commercial airliner with no tags on it whatsoever, and just like a red stripe up the side of it, and it's called a Jenny Jet, and they take off from like Vegas airports and other places in Nevada, and they'll all like show up there, and that's how like they transport like certain workers to and from that base, like on the daily and shit like that. I hear there's underground facilities. You could probably find thermal photographs of that. I don't know too much, or I'm not gonna like buy into their architecture of their secret undisclosed military bases and just sit here and skepticize on what I think they have underground and blah blah blah, because it's pointless. But the point is that it is an active base, and you can find a multitude of anomalous videos of just things that are just flying around the sky around there that are just completely out of this world and impossible, against the laws of physics, just unreal shit, like, but yet it's real enough for where you'll find a video on it. I mean, I know, like, oh, you can find a video on anything, but, I mean, in all honesty, like, check it out. I mean, that's not too far off from Arizona. I've looked at the Phoenix Lights and stuff like that. I mean, that's some of the most well-documented UFO sightings in history. Thousands and thousands of people all recorded the same thing and said the same thing about it, and it was completely some freak of whatever it was. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. That's what we've been taught, but it's wrong. The truth is, there are things out there that that would appear to go around the laws of known physics and thermodynamics and energy and conservation. All these things that we think that are just set in stone. I swear to God, it'll be someday soon where we'll all be shaking our heads and walking away with our heads down, saying, "Oh well, like I guess we were all wrong, because you know what? I guess you can, generate more energy than you put in. I guess you can go faster than the speed of light. I guess you can, you can travel through time in some way, or slow down time or speed up time. You can go against gravity. You can fly around and do this and that. You can, manipulate healthcare manipulate medicine, and there are ways of utilizing waves and frequencies to benefit mankind, as far as administering different things that would naturally help us heal ourselves, and to adapt and to amplify that process through science and keeping the science in balance with nature. And that's where we fucked up, is we've gone so far against nature where we haven't had the balance that is required for the cycles to coalesce properly. We need to go back to the beginning and just think about what we do to the world and why and how we do it, and just to really, if we really concentrated on just those concepts and evaluated those things and developed things that would utilize better systems for the masses, and how to better connect that and interconnect that on a personal level and a global level and a connective or a collective level, and to better network it all together. People need to really think about things like that for their future, before we just let it all go to shit, right?